Good morning. Welcome to Diary of a Sometimes Figure Competitor. I'm expecting to get jumped on here shortly. That's why I'm looking over my shoulder. Oh, and my hands are cold. And what I am thinking about today is that I have a miserable cold. But I guess it's really day 17, which is quite a bit into where I've sort of recommitted, not sort of. See, there's no recommitment in the word sort of. But where I've recommitted to my tighter eating and exercising and heavy lifting, watching my knee, but getting in, some basic cardio in the morning. And one of the things that I wanted to share that I was thinking about as I got up is that for years and years and years, I would think about, I've always been somebody who's wanted to improve themselves and had, some behaviors, personal behaviors that just irritate the fire out of me. So, like, there's certain behaviors that I do that drive me nuts. And, they create stress and they create, a sense of stagnation and not moving forward. And I'm not terribly patient, although I have learned to be more so. One of the things that I really realized is moving forward and coming up here, because I have every intention of homeschooling my middle child, which totally changes so much for me in so many ways. And I think it's all going to be positive, actually, the more I learn, especially from a discipline standpoint for myself, because I love reading and I love, writing and creating, and have opened and sold multiple businesses and that kind of stuff. And I had this awareness because we haven't yet moved, and so where I will be homeschooling is my office, which typically is a disaster. And so knowing that somebody else is going to be counting on me to make sure that my office isn't a disaster, because I've had to create a space, which I've done behind me, for my son to work at, while I work, while he does his stuff, I've gotten very clear on that, and in getting very clear on that, I somehow was able to, I'm still shocked by it, clear all this stuff that's been over there, just for, like the last year. It's just stuff, like books, and my jewelry's over there, and stuff like that. And so it made me think this morning when I walked in the matter of a couple of days, I have been able to sort of clear and create new space and attention, and hopefully keep it. I mean, my biggest problem is, like, I clear the piles and the piles come back. But walking through even my condo, the beginning awareness, okay, well, that doesn't belong there. Where does that belong? That doesn't belong there. Where does that belong? And asking that question, but you can ask that question in tons of areas in your life, which is so cool. You say, okay, that doesn't belong there. Where does it belong? Does it belong at all? And that can be with eating and exercising. Anyway, so as I ramble on and try to make a point here, years and years and years with my irritation with myself, I would pray for 4 things, and I called it my DUPE prayer, and I had to have that acronym so that I could remember. But I think consistency is key, and always asking is incredibly important. And I reinstated this prayer recently, and basically it was something I was asking God for, and it was 4 things, and it was DUPE, and it was discipline, organization, obedience, and patience, and just being so intentional about asking for those 3 characteristics, behavior sets, whatever. And so putting something on the forefront of your mind and being intentional, and then therefore believing, 1, you have the capability of doing it, and 2, that even when you don't, that the God in heaven certainly does. I mean, if he hung the stars and he, made, the Milky Way and all this stuff, I mean, surely he can help me out a little bit. Indeed, I'm stubborn. But, I mean, we just have to believe for these things. So, anyway, I just wanted to be an encouragement that way, that if there's something you want, ask, and believe that you have it, and believe that, God, who is huge and amazing, can help you get to those things. So, anyway, I just wanted to share that, and hopefully my stuff will go away, and just thinking about some of my friends and my little sweet Emily, who's feeling like crap. Thinking about you, doll, and praying for you. And then I guess that's it. So I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you later.